Welcome back to Witch vs. the World. I'm Monkey with Sword of War Crew, and today we are taking on Kang. Now we're done with Rise of Red Skull. The only thing left to do within the first wave is, well, this will be second wave. I think it's technically second wave, actually. It's take on Kang, um, which I'm not certain how it's going to go. We'll see. I really hope I get the some hard ignores early so I can uh, start negating all this threat I'm putting on the main if I want to avoid taking damage. Um, but there's nothing left to do but just get started. So let's see. Limbo starting out's amazing. All this starting out is pretty amazing. Hmm. We'll see what ends up on top, whether I want to exorcism. So, uh, let's just go ahead and throw exorcism. That's the only thing that's worth doing, just so I can get a spell, basic spell. Okay, cool. Um, so we'll flip up and put exorcism on top. Endurance to pay for limbo. Let's go ahead and limbo exorcism and magic's crown. And since we have, there's nothing to thwart though. I'm not thinking. We'll still do that. Still exorcism magic's crown. Uh, this will pay for Sorcerer Supreme, and these two, this one will pay for Magic's Crown. And then I will just swing for two. And then we'll draw and ready up. Glad to see Source Supreme out turn one and Limbo. And hopefully I just don't get Shadows of the Past. Supposed to get down a counter card. Hopefully I don't get Shadows of the Past too quickly, because losing Limbo early would not be fun. Both my exorcisms. I'll be flipping out at some point to get those where they need to be. So main goes at one. He's attacking me for, let's see what's on top. Okay, for 2 plus boost. Um, I think I'll just defend, minimize it. I'll give him the extra 1 for right now, since I do have exorcism burn. So 2. That's it. So no damage. Kind of looked out there. Seeing counter cards are Energy Blast. He attacks me, so another 2 plus boost. So we'll give him that. 2, 5. Wow, big hits. Ancient Warrior hits me for 2. And then it's my turn. Let's see. I'm gonna go ahead and let's see. I need exorcism. So we're gonna switch to Colossus to be on top. We'll use an exorcism and an energy barrier to pay for exorcism. So clear that, confuse them, and then let's go ahead and scry. Discard Colossus. We'll put a stepping disc on top. Soul Sword hand. And then let's go and get out defensive conditioning because I'm fairly hurt. And we'll draw and ready up. think I'll go ahead and use Limbo to swap. I can do this all day. So Mang is a 1. He attacks me for 2+ boost. I'll give him the extra. And then we'll do... I can do this all day for free. My defense is a 3. So this may still get through all the big boosts. So I'll still take 2. An Ancient Warrior hits me for 2. Encounter card is Chitari Soldier. When he attacks you, take extra damage. I think I don't need to worry about change of fortune for right now because I need to clear this field a little bit first. So let's go ahead and attack for 2. Clear the Ancient Warrior. Oh, let's see what's on top. Nova. Interesting. Let's go in basic spell. Heal me for 3. And get out Hard Ignore and get out Change of Fortune. And then we'll flip down. We'll draw and ready up. So Mango's at 1. He schemes, but he does not because he's confused. Chitari Soldier schemes for 1. And then encounter card. Energy Blast. Do I have a support? I don't know if I do. I do. Don't I? Limbo. That's awful. At least I got Stepping Disc. I can fix that though. Okay. So, discard Limbo. And it's my turn. So let's go and recover 3. And flip up. That lets us put something on top. Just Exorcism looks like. Could be Scribe, but kind of a hold on to that one. Or save that one for later. And then let's go and use Magic Barrier to do Stepping Disc, which will put Limbo on top. Limbo's a fist resource, so we'll play Soul Strike to hit Kang for 4 and stun him. They'll play Limbo for free. And that'll be that. So we'll draw, ready up. Mango's a 1. Yeah. Kang will not attack me because he's stunned. Chitari Soldier, there's an interrupt when he attacks you. Okay, that happens before the attack. So, I would have seen that before. I'm going to go ahead and swap. Would have swapped. I can do this all day, so it's on top, so I actually have a response. So, Chitari Soldier. I take 2. And Chitari Soldier attacks me for 1. Might as well just go ahead and I can do this all day so I don't take damage. Since I didn't take any damage, Hard Ignore goes off. And that's it for right now. Counter card. It's an Ancient Warrior who hits me for 2. And this is my turn. So I need to get no chance. I still have to pay a fist resource for this. So let's play Ready for Fight. Still paying 1 because I have to. That's not the resource I needed. Okay, I still need to Exorcism though, even though I can't confuse. Then we'll get out in Electrostatic. We will knock out the Ancient Warrior. And then we will flip over and draw up. So main goes a 1. Kang schemes for 1 plus boost. I'm not going to ready up right now, because I'd like to avoid the Shari Soldier, because I don't have a good way to deal with him quite yet. Well, actually, hold on. A Magic Barrier. Yeah, we'll hold off. So Kang schemes for 1 plus boost. Give Kang a tough card, so just the 1. And then Chitari Soldier schemes for 1. Then again a counter card. Each player takes 1 indirect damage. So nothing. Nice. And Surge. Another Chitari Soldier. And my turn. We will recover 3. Flip up and put a spell on top, which I think I'm going to do basic spell. Yeah, do basic spell. So get out Float Like Water, because we need that. We'll get out Excelsior, because we need that. And then we will use Magic Barrier to do basic spell. And I'll just do 3 damage to a Chitari Soldier. And that's all for now. I do at least have the ability to deal with him now. Okay, so drawing ready up. At the beginning of the villain phase, we'll limbo to swap. We'll put Riposte on top. So main goes over 1. Kang attacks me for 2 plus boost. Defense is still only a 3. So I'll give him the extra threat. 2 plus boost will defend. Riposte for free, so defense is currently a 5. So there's 4 damage. I don't take any damage. So is there any interrupt after you play a defense card? So that would have popped stuff. I knew there was something. Then he takes 3 from riposte. After you defend, attacking character takes 1. Not gonna Excelsior right now. Hard Ignore does go off. Take 1 off the main. And then the Chitauri Soldier hits me for 1, or swings for 1, but first take 2 indirect damage. And then he attacks me for 1, which I will use Riposte to do. I can do this all day. So I defend. He takes 1 from Flow Like Water. I'm defending, so he takes another 1. So he's down to 1 hit point now. And yeah, we will spend Exorcism to do Excelsior to do 2 damage to him, which will knock him out. And let me draw 2 cards. And then I get an encounter card. Which hopefully is not a scheme. Attached to Kang. That should not matter for long. And Macrobots. Which may also not matter for long. Because I just need to do 2 damage to him to advance to the next scheme. I can do that pretty easily. What do I have in here that Stepping Disc can pull? Just Exorcism right now. So we're going to use, I can do this all day to get out Unflappable. And we are going to use Basic Spell to get out Mystic Armor. So I have that. And then we're going to Stepping Disc for free and put Exorcism back on top. And I can't hurt him. I forgot about that. So retaliate 1. Alright, let's just flip down then. Recover 3. A Macrobot came out just the wrong time for me. And then we will draw and ready up. So main goes a 1. He schemes for 1 plus boost, but he's not going to because I'm going to be ready for a fight. So we'll change the hero. When we change the hero, we'll put a spell on top. Only thing we got is Basic Spell. And then he's swinging at me for 2, 4. I have stuff to deal with that. Magic Barrier. I could do this all day. I have ways to get around this. Let's actually go ahead and Magic Barrier it. I think that's the smartest thing to do. Because that will go and cancel the attack. Because it'll knock him out. And that'll change his form, which, because of how Kang works, it's no longer him attacking. I think that's how that works. So yeah, let's do that. So that way I could do this all day. To do, well, hold on. Because I still deal with Macrobot at some point. Magic Barrier will kill the Macrobot. Okay, so he's attacking for 2. We'll give him another thing, so it's just 4 damage. And a boost. And I will throw away Exorcism too. I could do this all day. So my defense is currently a 4. He takes 1 damage from Flow Like Water. He deals me 2. After you defend, deal 1 damage to the attacking character. So this does advance him. That gets discarded. And now I'm against Rama Tut. Okay. When revealed, add and deal yourself an encounter card. Alright, so I can deal with that. Macrobot attacks me. We are going to Soul Strike. Or you Soul Strike to I can do this all day. That'll deal 1 damage to him, and then 3 damage to him, which will knock him out. Triggering Change of Fortune. Hardenor triggers, takes 1 off the main. And Inflappable triggers. And then I get another counter card. So attached to Kang, so he has Temporal Shield now. And Weakened. Okay, so I need to flip down and discard a card. And that's when he's attacked. Okay. So he essentially has 2 toughs, except the first tough deals damage to me. Let's go in Limbo to swap Scrying and Soul Sword. We'll play Soul Sword off the top, and then we're going to Scry. We'll leave Magic Barrier on top. We'll put Soul Strike in hand, discard magic spell, basic spell. Actually, no, we're gonna swap that. So we're gonna swing. We'll take 1 damage from Weakened. And then 1 damage from Temporal Shield. But that discards Temporal Shield. And then we're going to basic spell to heal up for 3. And ooh, didn't want to do that. I meant to search because I want to see, is there a magic card worth putting on top? Probably Soul Strike. And we'll hold off on that. We'll go ahead and get out an Energy Barrier. To help print more damage. And then we'll flip down. Because we're okay on threat right now. And luckily I did get Fist in Colossus. Alright, so main goes over 1. He schemes against me for 1 plus boost. Just the 1. And then 1 encounter card is pinned down. Comes in with 4. Now I'm wishing I had a I can. I can flip up, do that. So, uh, that's that. Discard Colossus. Get rid of Weakened. And then we'll flip up. We'll put Exorcism, wherever it is, on top of the deck. We are going to Limbo to that might be a silly call. Let's go ahead and throw a Magic Barrier Genius to get out the X-Jet, so we have resource pay for stuff. And then we'll Limbo, swap Exorcism and Endurance. That doesn't really matter. No, we're not going to do that. We're going to bank on having something else underneath. So we're going to use X-Jet to play Exorcism off the top. Start for off that one, and no confuse. That's okay. That one just gets discarded, and then go and play out Endurance. Give myself a few more hit points. Then we'll swing. We have Piercing, so Tough goes away. And this Kang takes 2 damage. Then we'll draw and ready up. So main goes up a 1. He attacks me for 2 plus boost. It was on top. Riposte, yeah, I'll leave it there. So I'll defend. Just 2 plus that. We'll go ahead and riposte. Take my defense up to, so 2, 3, 4. 5, 6 for riposte. So that's just 4 damage. So I don't take any damage. So he takes 3 from riposte. I play a defense card, like water, that should have triggered earlier. Takes 1. After you defend, he takes 1. Might as well X-Jet, Excelsior him. 2 more. Hard to ignore. 1. Unflappable. Draws me a card. And then encounter card. Rampage. When defeated. So look for a minion after that. To close a curtain a little bit. There you go. I had a single beam of sun shining through the window right in my eye. And then that's it. That was an encounter card. So I could deal with that, get a minion. But in the meantime, we are going to, I think getting out Nova here would be very good. So I'm going to try and make that happen. I need to stepping disc first, though. So we're going to stepping disc. and put something with a fist on top. I don't really care what. Magic barrier work. And then limbo swap Nova. Magic barrier. Use magic barrier to pay for to ready for a fight. And we'll throw away these three to get out Nova. So he can start helping me do some damage. And then because I play most of my turn on the villain phase, that's it. And ready up. Beginning of the villain phase, we'll swap. I can do this all day. And then, all right, 2 goes in the main. He attacks me for 2 plus the boost. I could do this all day for free. So defense currently 4. He takes 1 from flow like water. And I don't think there's any way to get my defense up anymore right now. So it's just 4. So hopefully this is less than 4. It's exactly 4. Nice. So I defended, so he takes 1. Hard ignore triggers. Unflappable draws me a card. And then I might as well go and Excelsior him. Not that one. We'll do Stepping Disc. 2 and 2 more. And then encounter card. Another Weakened. And Shadow of the Past. That's unfortunate timing. So that gets 3. Limbo goes up here, so I can't limbo anymore. Okay. We're going to go ahead and scry. But we'll discard Triage. Magic Barrier at hand, Soul Strike on top. And then we got choices to make. Throw a basic spell and X-Jet to do Exorcism on Rampage. So thwart 4 off that one. So we'll discard until we get a minion, put in play engages me. Witchfire has quick strike and hits me for 3. And for the others, going to use a Soul Strike to Soul Strike Pelasco. Take him down to 2. And Nova is just going to kill Belasco. So don't have to worry about him anymore. It's on top. Stepping Disc. We will attack Witchfire for 2. Then we're going to flip down. And discard Magic Barrier to get rid of Weakened. How many cards have left? 15. Okay. And then that's end of the turn. Can discard Energy Barrier and draw Ready Up. So main goes by 1. He schemes for 1 plus boost. I'm tempted to just let this through because it's not going to matter much longer. Yeah, we'll let it through. So schemes for 1 plus boost. So 2. Wait, wrong one. 2. And Witchfire schemes for 1. And counter card is I don't take any damage. Surge. Going up. Surge. Advanced Field Schemes. Oh no, this is not what I want to see. This is okay. So now I have to ready for fight this. So he schemes 1 plus boost. Instead, kind of ready for fight, and we're going to put Magic Barrier on top. As we flip up, he's attacking me now for 2 plus boost. Gonna Magic Barrier for free. Lighting on top, so he does take 3 damage. I play a defense card, so Float Like Water triggers. I'm not going to do anything else to prevent anything else, just that 3. This is 0. Lucked out there. And so Harder Nor triggers, takes 1 off the main. Unflappable triggers, draws me a card. I did defend, so he takes 1. And then we advance to the next stage. So these go away. And we have Kang the Conqueror now. Yeah, deal each player a counter card. So that's for next time. Still deal real limbo. Oh, auto take in. No, I wouldn't take of anything because I completely forgot about Ruler Limbo. So that would have been 1 higher. Wouldn't have mattered. Otherwise, he would have dealt 3 damage to me, but I prevented 3 of that, so it's fine. And this now it's my turn. Okay. I gotta get rid of Ruler Limbo ASAP. So we're gonna go ahead and thwart 2 off of it. And then we will Stepping Disc to put something on top. Let's put a Scry on top. And that readies me back up. I'll thwart the rest of Rural Limbo off. Limbo comes into play under my control. I can now swap Scry with, let's say, Basic Spell. No. Swap with Colossus. And then we're just going to get Colossus out because we can. Let's go and Scry. We'll put Energy in hand. Discard that. Put Harder Nor on top. Actually, other way around. Hard Nor and that one. Might as well stepping disc again. And this time we'll do magic barrier on top. So we're readied. I'm gonna swing at Kang at piercing and 3 attack. So it bypasses that. And we're gonna use, I can do this all day to get out another hard ignore. And hold on basic spell. So draw, ready up, see what's on top. Ready for fight. Let's swap. Ready for fight. And magic barrier. So the main goes 1. Kang attacks me for 2+ boost. We'll magic barrier that, so he takes 1 from flow like water. So I'm preventing 3 of that. And Colossus will defend. I'll give him the extra 1. Just preserve Colossus tough if I can. It does not, sadly. Still goes through. And then which fire attacks me? I'm going to pay with riposte to trigger Nova. So do 2 damage to the enemy. Sadly, this does not trigger Change Fortune, but I do avoid 3 damage and can still do stuff on my turn. And encounter card. Depowered. Cannot play hero specific cards. It's annoying. Okay. And then manipulate time stream. Discard each event from your hand. Okay. That's not as bad, just annoying. Especially now that I can't use Hero Depowered right now. Okay. My turn. Get out Armor Vest, and X-Jet is going to pay for Ready for Fight. Then I'm just going to flip down. Because that's all I can do. Recover 3. We will draw and ready up. Okay. He's gonna scheme for 2+ boost. Yeah. So I'm gonna end up ready for fighting this. At the beginning of the villain phase, I'm going to swap. Yeah. I'm going to swap top, and I can do this all day. So these schemes, 2+ boost, are ready for fight. Switch to hero. Nothing to put back on top. And we're gonna do, I can do this all day for free. So defense is currently just a 4. That is a defense card, so it takes 1 from flow like water. I'll give him the extra threat there. I get stunned, but I don't take any damage. So unflappable triggers, hard ignore triggers. Wrong thing. 2 off the main there. I defended, so electrostatic water armor triggers. And then I might as well dump a riposte to Excelsior as well. Excelsior is not attack. Good. And then encounter card. Got Sim, who is guard. And Macrobots, who also has guard. Okay. Be perfect time to soul strike. Oh, and that depletes his deck. In order to do damage, I have to flip down. So, I think I have to ready for fight again. Go ahead and do that. And there's nothing I can do with his hand. So might as well. It doesn't really matter which one I do. We're gonna attack just to clear the stun, flip down, and we're going to throw away. Exorcism to clear depowered so I can finally start doing stuff again. And then we're just gonna hold on to this. So we'll draw 2, ready back up. So the main goes up by 2. He would scheme, but he's not going to because I'm going to ready for fight it. I get to put a spell on top, which is Exorcism. And now he's attacking me for 2 plus boost. I'll give him the extra there. You know, play it extra risky. No, let's be smart. He'll get the +2 to his attack, so he's swinging for 4 plus boost. I will defend because my defense is currently 5. And we're going to use riposte to pay for riposte. So that does 1 damage to him, flow like water. And then he's swinging for 4 plus this. My defense is 7. 6, so I don't take any damage. He takes 3 from riposte. He takes 1 from electrostatic. Hard to ignore. Takes 2 off the main. A Flapple draws me a card. And I'm going to spend Exorcism to have Excelsior. Do 2 damage to him. And then he takes 1 from Retaliate from Armor. And then Macrobot swinging me for 2. X-Jet is going to have Nova soften him up, doing 2 damage to him. I'm going to use Overpay for I could do this all day. So Flow Like Water triggers. I'm defending for 5. I don't take any damage. Electrostatic knocks out the Macrobots, which triggers Change of Fortune. And then Sim attacks me for 2, and I'll just take it. And that's my turn. We're going to have Colossus swing for 2 at Sim. We're going to Soul Strike Sim to knock him out. And then we're going to Limbo. Swap that. And then we're going to Soul Strike Kang for 4. And that's game. That went fairly smooth. Got close for a little bit, but like overall, that was not that bad a game. It was a longer game, but Kang usually goes long. But yeah, thank you for watching. Next week, we're moving into Galaxy's Most Wanted. So you'll see me playing against that for a bit. Hit some Drang and Collectors. But until then, I hope all your games go well, and I'll see you later.